What kind of flashlight is that? Last weekend I took my mother to the airport. My mom doesn't travel much, so I had to show her how to get her boarding pass and walk her to security to enter the gate. Airport security has gotten very strict over the last decade. Watching everyone taking off their shoes, opening their suitcases up, and emptying their pockets, I noticed a man pull out a flashlight that was also a multi-tool. Of course, the TSA had to confiscate his flashlight because it had a pocket knife as one of the multi-tools. Looking at this all-in-one flashlight multi-tool, I thought it was a pretty unique idea. I have not seen too many of these before. Found a flashlight multi-tool. After I saw my mother off through security, I needed to make a stop at the grocery store to get some supplies for the week. Thinking about that flashlight multi-tool, I decided to see if they had one available. The only one I could find was fairly cheap and looked like it was cheaply made also. I decided to buy it just to see how useful it really was. Is this flashlight really useful? This flashlight multi-tool came with a screwdriver and also a small knife. After opening the package, I can confirm just how cheap this flashlight was. I put a battery into it and powered on the small LED flashlight. The light output was alright, not very impressive, but it's a small light, so I did not expect too much. The screwdriver and knife also seemed a bit wobbly and not tightly attached like they probably should have been. So using the screwdriver was a bit challenging because every time I went to turn the screwdriver just folded in on itself. Now the knife, on the other hand, was able to cut through small things well. It could have been a bit sharper, but seemed good considering what I had paid for it. Should you buy a multi-tool flashlight? If most flashlight multi-tools are similar to the one I bought, I would just pass on them all together and buy each tool separately. Spending almost the same, if not a little more, for a separate flashlight that is more likely to be brighter, a separate screwdriver that will work, and a knife that will probably be sharper will benefit you much more in the long run.